It's 7:05 and we all the way live right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. I want to give a moment of silence right quick. Y'all bear with me. Rest in peace. Just a second. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Another fallen legend, y'all. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Man, you just want to, just give another 5 or 10 seconds, a moment of silence, man, just to think about all that took place just over the course of a few hours ago, last night. Let's just be quiet for a second. Rest in peace, Takeoff and Takeoff's family, the Migos, and all his fans. Another tragic loss, man. It's a sad thing, but over here we're looking for new talent and stuff of that nature, and to see a legend such as himself and how great he was, and fall like that as an innocent bystander, it's just senseless, man. It's senseless, and we're here to try to change the landscape of hip hop, man. Refocus the music and the content back on unity, peace, love, and respect, man. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, y'all. Where is the peace, love, and respect, man? The love, the unity. We losing it, y'all. We got to bring it back together, man. Got to bring it back together. We headed for self-destruction, but we trying to change the landscape, man. Same game. We all in the same game, man. It's a new movement of this right here to try to change the landscape. Refocuses our attention on what it is to be united and how much more we can get done being united in the hip hop world and hip hop culture in this community, man. It's a sad, sad day for hip hop, man. Again, again and again. Same thing, man. Every time around this time of the year, we lose a great. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say respect and peace, man. Rest in peace, Takeoff. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I just wanted to say that to really get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? This is not really about that because I don't know much about what took place. All I know is waking up to this type of information, and it's horrible, man. It's horrible to see all this, man. I just wish it had changed, man. But it's not gonna change overnight. It's gonna take a collective effort. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta start bringing up the new talent with a much more, um, business-minded approach to this whole industry. You know what I'm saying? Not so much as the hang out, kick it. You see what that lead to. You know, um, nothing comes good after 12 midnight, man. And that's something that was always said in life coming up. You know what I'm saying? And you realize that as you get older and you see 2:30 in the morning, this man, just been doing his own self. They say he was just chilling, and boom, that happened. Mm. I don't know, y'all. We need to all do some self soul searching and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, sad, very sad. But in all, we are the Shiznit Talent TV. We're looking for great talent as well, but keeping it more focused on the independent level and moving in a strategic and correct way and stop moving so reckless and dangerously. It's sad, man. artists of the new millennium or this new generation got to change the way you move, man, the way you conduct your business and the way you handle yourself out there in the real world. You know, you get online and you get in the beefs with people all online, and then that translate back to the streets. And then you go to do whatever, just a performance. That was more or less like a birthday, but a performance. And you know, leaving the performance, shit happens. You know, it's crazy shit, man. We just got to do better, man. God is letting the people know it's a lot of trials and tribulations going on. You know what I'm saying? We're in the last days. Y'all just got to recognize that God is moving in this place right now. He's making himself very, very available to those who want to know and seek and find him for real, for real. I don't mean to go like this, but man, this something got to give. Something got to give, man. Something has to give. I'm serious. There's a lot of young, new talent coming up in this game, and we don't want them to be steered off into the, you know, wrong direction of this music industry. We gotta reclaim it, y'all. We gotta reclaim it. Gotta take it back. You know what I'm saying? And all those old heads and people out there that's still living in that same wonder world, you got to refocus and reshape your mental mind state and see what see it for what it really is. That's real. See it for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, uh. Sure hate to hear that about that man. Wasn't expecting that, you know. I know when it comes to, you know, the day of October 31st, you know, it's always something because everybody, you know, is not only masked up, but you know, thinking of ways they can be devilish and evil towards somebody else. So that's why we say, man, we need more peace, love, and respect, more unity within the community, man. This hip hop community, man. Where is the respect and love at? Gotta get it back. Gotta get it back. But if there's any new talent out there, I was trying to provide this platform, and I'm still gonna provide it because the show must go on. You know, one soldier down, we got to keep pushing and striving to make it better. Uh, Searching for new talent, man. Somebody that's gonna be, you know, genuine and great. You know, um, let their greatness be on display for a change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not nowhere on the internet right now, and so I wanted to be that particular foundation and platform for artists and talent. You know, not just performers of singing and rapping and all of that, but more or less all talent. And that's what I need everybody to understand about this channel. So if you popping in and you looking in and you checking in on a brother, go and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment in the comment section, man, and let me know if this is something that could be used in the whole game. Because what we want to do over here is redirect the mindset of the young generation of artists and talent that's coming up in this thing. Because we can't let them keep, you know, getting steered down the wrong path, man. You know, it's already a very narrow path. You know what I'm saying? It's not so wide no more. You know, you see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was lucrative to become an artist or to involve yourself in the entertainment business. But now, I don't know if people want to, you know, take that route. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like survival, man. You know, it's one of the hardest careers to be in right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to live it from a perspective of quote unquote, you know, the gangster lifestyle, the street mentality, the trapping, the drill culture, all this old stuff, because it's repetitive ignorance, man. We got to see it for what it is, man. It is what it is, and that's all that's gonna ever be. If we don't see it, somebody got to wake you up. Somebody got to say it. So I thought it'd be very cool to say that to really let you know a message be put out there that it's time to change, man. We got to change for the better, man. You know, so we can see the younger youth and the younger generation have a better future. You know, the children are our future, but looking at the way things are going, man, do they have a future ahead of them? You know, what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Just here in the last couple years, man, all the young, new, vibrant talent that's coming out, blowing up, getting a name for themselves, just becoming, uh, thousandaires, millionaires, or whatsoever, and boom, they out of here. Just started getting your fame. Just started claiming your fame. You know what I'm saying? Just started getting your name. Just started really becoming somebody that people idolize and look up to. And then boom. Okay. So now, with that being said, a lot of the young kids and the parents out there, if you letting your kids listen to this type of music and this type of get down, you got to start kind of regulating that stuff because they're falling into a trap. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a trap because they want to live those kind of lifestyles. They want to, move in a certain kind of way that's going, you know what I'm saying? Take them down the wrong path and boom, there it is. You could just be an innocent bystander, just like he was, just standing on the side. And once the gunfire get to erupting, if you're not paying attention or you know what I'm saying, trying to get out the way the best possible way you could possibly be hit. So it was, he was, you know what I'm saying? So y'all just be careful out there. They say stay dangerous, but watch your surroundings, watch who you around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't your friend, man. You know? Yeah, man, it's crazy, but I wish the best for the family. I need them to stay strong and Father help them get through this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely a tragedy. It's definitely something that didn't need to happen. Not right now, anyway. But yeah, so it is what it is. That's all that it's gonna ever be. We just got to see clearly through what's going on. This is a repeated cycle. This is something like that, a repetitive thing. It just keeps happening. How do we break that cycle? You know what I'm saying? That curse. You know what I'm saying? That's really basically to start moving in a different direction. Start reclaiming the hip hop culture and redirecting the musical content that we letting these kids listen to because they growing up in this and then they want to become the rappers and want to, you know what I'm saying, be like they idolize superstar, the person that they, you know what I'm saying, follow and look up to and want to be like. Because they think that's the way to be or way to go to make it in life. Nah, it's just, nah, man. We need more plumbers. We need more, surgeons. We need more of everything in the field of, getting down, man, working, man. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to live that fast lifestyle. Live fast, die fast. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, dying young. That brother was young, man. Young. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really get to really see. Well, of course, coming in at the age of 19, you know what I'm saying? You got a good little run, but man, come on, you had a whole bunch of life to live and just to be standing around and get took down, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to learn from this. That hanging and maintaining, trying to, impressing people out there in the world, trying to, say you down, you come outside. Yeah. All right. All right. How can we make this the last one, Which I know it's not gonna happen just like that. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take effort, it's gonna take, more people coming together and spread more love, more peace, more respect, more unity amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Can't even get together without somebody, going down. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. Hold up, y'all. That's not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. Hey, what's going on, Miss? How you doing?
Can't see you. Are you in the dark?
No, I'm not in the dark. I'm in the light.
Oh, I
You gotta
can't see
probably
you.
go out and come back in. I don't know what's happening.
All
I
right, I'm
hope
gonna go out.
everybody can see.
Oh, now
Huh?
I can see you. Now I can see you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm here. That's on your end. Hmm. But no, I'm just reminiscing on waking up to some crazy news today, and I think it's very sad that we have to wake up to this type of tragedy, especially, someone being, legendary and great as he was, you know what I'm saying, and not really even getting the opportunity to live it all the way out, you know, really die at the pinnacle of it, right at the top, at the tip top of it, and not to get to see it through. You get right there and then bam, no more. Wow. And I
It's
heard they just did a record. I don't know if that's true, but of
well, I
course
think
that
they
record
just
goes shoot through the roof. Huh?
yeah, I think they just released the song that night. At least that's what
Wow.
somebody told me.
See, that's crazy. That's
It's
crazy.
unfortunate.
Huh?
I said it is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. That's why I just basically came on, to keep my consistency going, because I'm just starting this channel and trying to push forward on something that's real positive, and you get this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to reach your dreams and your goals and to be cut short. Um,
Yeah.
it's just Rich Well, man. You know,
I just pray and hope and pray that he's prayed up, and I know he going on, to the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't the type that be all rowdy and out there in that capacity. But of course, the good always die young. You know what I'm saying?
yes, they do.
Yeah, he was ripened. God chose him, I guess. I gotta put it in a positive way. I can't
Yeah,
look at it like so negative. Nobody knows who really done it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't accuse nobody, and that's why I say, hey, it is what it is, and it's all that it's gonna ever be. We just gotta learn from this tragedy. You know what I'm saying? And
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 pray
move
for
on
the
and keep
family.
living and keep doing what we gotta do, but making sure we put in that effort to change, man, the way these people think. These youngsters, these young kids that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's looking at these artists and wanting to get into this deadly industry. It's they say it's like the deadliest career to be in right now for like young folk.
But if we had the internet like they do now, do you think technology plays a part in that?
Yeah, because you readily available to be on camera and go back and forth with somebody, and you know what I'm saying, and you think you got your fans in your little chat or whatever, but you got your enemy in your chat. You know what I'm saying? They change their name, they come in looking as a troll or whatever. Then if they pop up on the screen, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, whoa, and bing, there it is, a beef then being created right there on the spot. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And now if I see you out there, it's on site. It's up. It's stuck. All this old terminology. You know what I mean? I understand it, but hey, it's another way to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Back in the
and it's a
day
lot.
when you beefed on record, it wasn't to hurt each other. It was to show that, I was more skillful or lyrically inclined than you are. And I can do a better record or I'll sell you with records. But then that turned into, you know what I'm saying, real like beef,
Yeah,
just over nothing. Like, it's worthless, senseless.
and I
When
think
you
this young man lost his life over they're saying a dice game. Somebody got into it over a dice game, and he got hit with a stray bullet. So it's
hmm
over a dice game. You're multimillionaires, and it's sad because I'm pretty sure whatever they lost or whoever was losing or whatever the case was, if they felt that somebody said something wrong, somebody took something wrong way, it was not worth anybody's life.
it wasn't.
It wasn't
Because
worth
the
this
person
young.
that done it, now their life is gone. Now their life is wasted, especially if they get caught. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
mean, by the police. I
and
ain't
then it,
saying that I wish them to be shot down in the streets, due to retaliation. I'm just saying they got to be
yeah,
on the run now. They not sitting in one spot. They didn't stay there and get caught. They got on. So now they
yeah,
on the run. So now you got to be, head by, swivel neck at all times. Anytime you see the law, you ducking, dodging, moving, running, hoping not to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So you basically wiped yourself out of this, you know. You can't be seen on in nowhere because people seen whoever it was that done it. And so people had
Most
phones out recording. So I'm most certain that that person is on camera somewhere or in that building, in that facility, somewhere on camera. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I say, Big Brother is watching. He's watching. You know what I'm saying? There's cameras
and
everywhere.
before you and there
But of course, it was Halloween. What if they was masked up? You don't know who it was. I'm just saying.
and the young brothers, I don't think they're paying attention. Like I don't, from what they're saying, it wasn't intentional. Just somebody shooting rats and the guy shot. But you have at all the
You breaking up.
most of the.
You breaking up.
Can you hear me better now?
You breaking up bad. I don't know what it is. You on speakerphone? Yeah, you broke up. Yeah, but I understand what she's saying. Yes, it's you breaking
Clear.
up. You breaking up bad. I can't hear you. She's trying to come in with. Yeah, try to come back in. Okay, yeah. Is that you or who is this? Oh, that's you. Yeah, that's you. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. What was you saying though? I don't know what's going on with her little device, but that usually happen. Um, hold up, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, this is just something that we got to really learn from, and we got to start. Everybody got to start implementing, peace, love, and respect into their whole get up, and their whole walk, from the time they get up in the morning, start, putting on the breastplate of respect. You know what I'm saying? Put on your pants of peace. You know what I'm saying? Put on your shirt of love. You know what I'm saying? Put on your shoes of unity and start walking in that stuff, man. I'm using that in the way that the Bible used, the armor of God, man. I mean, come on now. Come on, man. We got to start living a little bit more, wise, man. Living a little bit more straight and constructive, you know, and not living so recklessly. You know what I mean? And like I say, over there on Instagram, all you got to do is go to We Are in the Same Gang, and you can find out more about what's going on with the movement, with the East Coast, the West Coast, and all this new talent coming together and really, pushing the line of respect and unity, man. Peace and love, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So we can, kind of curb this ignorant violence against one another for no reason, over some funky little words. I was always told sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. And so if words is causing this kind of, you know, useless and senseless tragedies, we got to stop using them type of terminologies, man. We got to change the way we, like I say, walk, talk, and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that peace, man. And I had to get on here and say this because that's what the movement was all about for me getting up here to do the Shiz-Nit Talent TV. Is your talent boo boo or is it the shiznit? So we looking for the great talent, you know what I'm saying? Maybe to get possibly, you know what I'm saying, exposure, get recognized, get some, you know what I'm saying, get discovered. It could possibly happen right here. I'm very well connected in the industry, and it's just I'm starting all this from scratch. I mean, nothing, no script, no nothing. Just start it, go, 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 and just let it grow on its own. Real, genuine subscribers, not no boss subscribers. So if I gotta go, 30 days just like this until people start catching on, then that's just what it is. But we're looking for all types of talent. We're not just looking for singers and rappers. We're looking for DJs, producers, instrumentalists, dancers, magicians, poetess, you know what I'm saying? People who get down. If you talented, we want to see your talent and see if you gonna be the next big superstar, you know what I'm saying? And so we can start, molding and directing, the course of the way you're supposed to, move in this game. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that it's real time, edification, real time, you know what I'm saying? Artist development, real time. Everything is real time. You know what I'm saying? Look how fast this stuff going down in real time. So we have to do it now, and this is the platform to do it. So if you ever come through here and you pop in and you know any talent, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they do and they're very talented at it, yeah, send them through. You know what I'm saying? And then all they got to do is subscribe, and I'll let them grace the stage. You know what I'm saying? And that's real and straightforward. All transparent. You know what I'm saying? In a real way. But yeah, I don't know what happened to my little guest. That's my number one, guest as of now. Good friend. But yeah, we looking to, get more guests on here. But I told her this is how I wanted to do it because I don't want no handouts in the sense that, I go go buy 10,000 subscribers and bam, you know what I'm saying? I'm already in there and everything is a bot. Ain't no real people, ain't no interaction, ain't no. That's not how the game works. I understand that part. I know I gotta, you know, crawl before I can walk and walk before I can run, so we can run this thing up and find the next great talent. You know what I'm saying? The next superstar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rest in peace, Takeoff. But maybe possibly find the next Takeoff. It's a young artist out there who studied his flow. You know what I'm saying? Who gon' eventually, try to, mimic him and come out and be the next one. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to learn to, move a little bit different. Learn from his, uh, I could say, mistake. It was that's just a mistake being out, being a millionaire, being out that time of night on a day like that day. Man, it's just crazy, man, that you would, have to wake up to something like this. But of course, it's happening daily. It's happening all around the world. It's happening everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just unfortunately, it happened to my man. A legend in this game. You know what I'm saying? He'll be forever missed. You know what I mean? He gonna always be talked about. Because his little era and their little era, the Migos, they did some miraculous things. That a lot of artists wasn't doing at the time. And so they're gonna forever be talked about. But I don't know if this is gonna bring the group with the other two back together and push forward, or is it gonna separate them more, or is this is it for them? Is this the last record, the last run? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We just put it in God's hands and let God work it from here. You know what I mean? And hopefully that it'll penetrate a lot of people's minds and hearts that it's time to make that change for better, for peace. All of this could be done to, get us to open our eyes in a whole new way to see a brighter day. But that's coming together in unity, you know what I'm saying? With love and peace and respect for one another. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and that's all that it's gonna ever be, man. I just wanna share that with y'all because we in this to win, but it seems like we all lose and you can win so much and then as soon as you get to that pinnacle, you lose. So you gotta be careful, in this deadly game we in. Yeah, in a real way. You just gotta be careful, you know. It'd be different if, that was a performance. That was just like a regular little get together, hang out party, just being down, being a part of something, and you lose your life. And it is what it is. Like I say, God could have possibly called him on home, seeing he was a brother that was ripe and, it wasn't no threat to nobody. So why you go, that's just what I'm saying. He wasn't posing no threat at nobody from what they say. So you can imagine, man. That's like God sent to send a message to somebody. I don't know who this message is for, but it's to send a message to somebody. To start looking at, seeking Him, seeking His kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So you can be prepared for whatever may come. Just being an innocent bystander, standing around at a function. You know what I mean? Until we can get this thing under wraps, as far as the peace, love, and unity, I think we need to, lay down on, putting a lot of big events together that's gonna bring out so many different type of people. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially if it's gonna cause this kind of trauma and death and stuff. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. I don't like it at all because it's perpetual. It's the same old thing. It's redundant. Keep happening. Same old thing. You know what I'm saying? Just a different time, different way, in a little bit, but the same concept. You know? Yep. That's crazy. Man, any artists happen to see this? I need all y'all to just come on in, subscribe, check out the video, watch it all the way through. I could use the watch time hours. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, in advance. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribe, come back. I'm going live every day. The only reason why I'm going live and staying consistent because I said I would, and I'm keeping to my word. Like I said, the show must go on. We all in the same game. We just got to change the way we think, the way our minds are set in our everyday. You know what I'm saying? Stage of life. Just look at everything as a stage of life. How you come out to the stage of life, you playing your role. That's your role. So you got to make the best out of your role. You know what I'm saying? Each and every individual. We all are playing a role in life. You know what I'm saying? When it's your turn to speak, when it's your turn to, you know what I'm saying, step up and figure out and follow your purpose, and that's when it's your time. That's when God is going to begin to use you and show you the way. You know what I'm saying? In a major way. That's when He's going to begin to show you the way. Hold on, let me see if. Okay, come on. Yeah. You in here?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good now. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when these brothers take somebody's life, this from what it sounds like was accidental, but at the end of the day you still have to take accountability. Like you may not do it personally, but eventually it's gonna come back to you. Like
Mm-hmm.
look at Eric Holder with Nipsey Hussle. He got life in prison, and and his own homies ain't gonna have his back.
No, not
And look
now.
and look
Mm-mm.
at and who's the brother at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? Who was he? Was that his PNB?
Yeah, 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 yeah. PMB Rock. Yeah.
Those people got caught. Extension's murderers got, is his name Extension, or how does ever he
Yeah.
pronounces it? Yeah, his
Extension. Yeah, I know how you. I know
the
these.
the
But
people
that's
the
what I'm
people
saying. They legendary names, legendary type of guys, and they lose their life so early, man.
and
Right
they
at the
lose their
pinnacle.
life. Yeah, they all life. And for what? Because the people got caught. They're not getting out of jail anytime soon.
So that's two
So
lives gone from the community.
and nobody wins because at the end of the day, when you get life in prison, that's still not bringing my loved one home.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my loved one than you be in prison. Yeah, that's good, for some people that you're gone, but you still suffer the loss.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, nobody wins. All this happened for nothing.
Absolutely.
It happened
Yeah.
for nothing. So at the end of the day, somebody's still losing their son or their
Yes.
husband or their
Yes.
father or
Yes.
and
Their sister, their friend, their
yeah.
cousin,
And so
auntie, uncle,
and we
brother.
had And you have to look at that. Like, do I want to spend the rest of my life in jail? No. No should be the answer.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're on the war path and you're not thinking, you think this is the right way. That's what I'm saying. We got to reconstruct the mindset of these youngsters. Get them to stop thinking in this capacity. Like that's cool. Like that's the way to go. Like I want to go to the pen and if I get caught, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet the homies up in there, but it ain't the same, man. It's not the same. Motherfuckers get up in there and don't want to be there.
They
You
don't want
know.
to be there.
But then they got to,
The
figure
booty
out how to make
bandits.
do. You know?
Man, I
Yeah.
was watching that show 90. I think it was not called 90 Days In, and one of the guys said, "I don't like that nigga. Let's F him."
Mm. You kidding me?
I bullshit. I said, "Did this Mickey Ficky just say what I thought he said?" And the producers or nobody did anything.
Hey. That's they showing you in real time what it's like. That's all that is. They showing you in real time what it's like. All that is.
And
You
one of
know
the
what I'm
guys that
saying?
and one of the guys that went in, I think he was in law enforcement. And so, he don't want nobody to know he's in law enforcement. He starts really, like, remember that show Deep Cover, and the guy started really being he was undercover, but he started really getting into that role psychologically. It started to sink in, and he started to really be that person instead of
Yeah.
law. The guy, he got in there slapping. He started slapping the inmates, and then he had to check himself. He said, "I started being that character." He got out of character,
Wow.
saying, "Oh, you disrespected me," and started acting more like a
Crazy,
gangster.
yeah.
Yeah, then the guys in jail,
Damn.
looking at him like he crazy. So, but anyway, back to, we love you, black men, and we don't want you in jail or in the ground.
Yeah.
And how do we, what happened to black pride, and how do we get that back?
It's gonna take some reconstructing of the mindset. We're gonna have to change the dynamic and the content of the lyric from a lot of these new artists that's coming up. We can't continue to let them get away with saying stuff of this magnitude that cause so much hurt, so much harm, so much pain. You know what I mean? We just got to give it. We got to change, and it's gonna start with the mentality of the artist not wanting to be this type of artist that's gonna do harm and hurt to the next fellow man. You know what I mean?
But
Or human being,
who's
so to say.
who's mostly committing these crimes? It's not the artist.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it ain't. It's the artist
Is
that
is it gang members, or is it
it's
just
gang
hood
members
niggas?
that's around the artist. It's people that they have around them. It's
So we can't just say change the lyrics. So after the lyrics, after
along with changing the lyric.
that's a start. But I,
Yeah.
I I think this is far more deeper than we can see. First of all, we have to get on code. We have to have a code, and black people got to get on code.
Well, see, all that code shit is out the door. They not living by no code. You can get off that. It's
Well,
not
then
happening.
how are we gonna?
It's got to naturally happen by God. God got to get into each and every one of these souls and change their whole
So what?
mindset from inside
Okay,
out.
so how do we
It ain't no
we
we. It's just it ain't no we. It's
so
them.
don't
It's
do
the person.
anything.
No, it's us being able to just communicate about certain issues like this and let people know that they have to turn to God in order to find a new way. Because living vicariously on your own and through other people's lives ain't gonna get you to that promised land or ain't gonna take you to heaven. Just got
And
to
we
be
are
real
in
with it. Ain't no
accountability,
ain't no
but in
uh-uh.
account yeah but I think we have to have accountability as well.
Well,
Like,
mostly accountability for oneself. Start loving
account
yourself. Start respecting
accountability,
yourself.
and then we have to ask ourselves, why is everybody so angry?
Where everybody angry because of, you know why. You know why. You know why. It's the struggle. It's the struggle that we all face, that we're going through, you know.
Well,
Everybody want to have, everybody want to do, everybody living fast. You
I
know what
think it
I'm
was
saying?
Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was saying it's stuff in the food. Think there was Dick
It could
Gregory
be.
and
I'm
Dr.
not
No,
sure.
I'm just saying that's one aspect. I'm not saying
It could be. I'm not sure.
that's completely it. But he was talking about something in the drinking water, the tap water, some and different chemicals in the food, the pesticides. You have your
It can
the
be, but it's in the individual. It's
well,
the individual.
that too. But we
Because it's
still,
the individual. It's like when
I
you
think
tell a
it's a
young man, hey, check this out, brother. Pull up your pants. You know what I'm saying? Stop
well.
walking
I
and
agree with the
carrying
pulling
yourself
up
in
the
that way.
pants.
It's up to that individual to take heed to the words that you're putting out that's positive.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
true that.
saying? You force nothing on nobody. You just got to be able to say, this is what it is, brother. Check this out, man. If you want to live longer, you got to change your ways,
Well,
or
personal
you're gonna shorten your
development.
days. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
about. I think it's about personal development and health and
Yeah,
spiritual health.
definitely spiritual
A
help.
lot of people got to do a lot of soul searching. Are we? Is this new? Is the community being strayed away from spirituality? And I mean, I don't. Everybody
Well,
don't
of
have to
course
be
they are.
religious.
You can already tell just by the way you see things happening. Those not people involved in God in that capacity, because they probably wouldn't be out, just hanging, playing in the devil's playtime, the playground in his hours of the other night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you just got to look at it like that. And that's just keeping it 1,000, 5,000, all the way real time. That's just being real,
Yeah.
not sugarcoating nothing, not trying to, force nothing on nobody, but you just got people, like you say, accountability for oneself. You
Yeah.
know,
You got.
you got to really look at what you're doing and change what each individual, though. You know what I'm saying? We can only put the information out and give them an opportunity to see it, hear it, feel it, and let it resonate with them. And then if they see something that can make them change and that they can see a better way, then shit, man, more power to them. But I can't just, ain't no. How could I say it? Like you say, a code book or nothing that you can say, okay, do it like this, stick to this code. Nah, that thing,
I well,
whatever that
what
was, is like
I
gone. I
see.
mean,
I'm
I
not
can't
gonna.
even see it because they don't even do it within the games. You know what I mean? All that's
Well,
out the
no,
window.
that's what I'm saying. That there is no code. So when the only code that they want people to stick by is don't snitch. That is the only code. Now,
Yeah.
my thing is, I think if we there does need to be codes we stick by. Like try starting with finances. Put your money in back into black businesses
Well, yeah, that's
and
that's that's a
and circ
formality, yeah,
and,
but
and, and
that
circ
ain't a code that they will live by, because a black business startup, you rarely get, patronism, patronizing from your own kind. It's
but
usually
that's
other
where we got
people.
we not that's what
You know what I'm saying? But
something
that's
we
not a
need.
code. That's just something we need to do more of.
That is a code because I see it in other communities. Other
But that's
communities
not a
make money.
code for. That's just something they do culturally.
Well,
It's not a code.
we need to make it a code so it can turn into culturally because it's an issue, and I that's why I became I became a fan of Nipsey Hussle before I heard his music because he used to put out these little documentaries.
Uh-huh.
These and one thing and before he talked about his music, his emphasis was was empowering yourself
Yeah.
and being in financial freedom, financial
Uh-huh.
growth, and ownership.
Yeah.
And that's something that we need to emphasize that I think from a young age, from when you're a
Mm-hmm.
little kid, we need to prepare the kids from birth, and not instead of being somebody that learns how to be an employee, how to be an employer. And owning your own, and ownership, I think ownership is a big key. And I see a lot of young people, and not just black kids and not just grown kids, I mean grown people, but I seen, like, I was at the mall the other day, it wasn't, and I saw one of those smash and grabs where they run in and grab all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some little skateboarders, they all had their little skateboards, blonde hair, probably didn't even need to do that. But it's, you know, it's like a monkey see, monkey do. We have to emphasize to the young kids, be original and not a copier or a follower, because I see that a lot. And so that would eliminate a lot of stuff. And I think that's when you talk about the drill music, why do you want to be like the drill rappers? Is it just because the fame? Because you want to be famous? Is it for
No, they
because,
want a body. Come on now. Be real
well,
with it.
I don't know, because I
They
like
want a
what,
body. That's all they talk about in that culture. You ain't
well,
got no
they
body. I got 5 bodies or 3 bodies or whatever.
I don't listen to drill music, so I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying the songs that you hear, you've heard it. It's just so how could I say it? You so used to hearing it, and it's so prevalent in today's music that it just sounds like everything else, and so you probably just shun it on. And you've heard it. It just everything sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Death, 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 kill, kill, kill. You know? Yeah, but I mean, hey, it is an opportunity for young people to, you know what I'm saying, learn from all of this right here. They just gotta want it. You know what I mean? It's within. But they can see another artist and take on that persona. You know? And then that persona might not be the best persona for them, and they start idolizing that person, and then bam, there it is. That's why I said it begins with the parents. Start redirecting the way they listen to this music. Stop them
Well, you
from it.
can't. My
You know
thing
what I'm
is,
saying?
a lot of people don't have. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot, but what about? So, what do you tell the kids who don't have great parents? You
What you
can't.
mean? I mean, the
I
message is
mean,
basically love yourself,
you love
respect yourself, so
yourself.
you can respect others. Simple. It
Yeah.
ain't hard. It ain't nothing no scientifical thing. It's just reality, real time shit. Stuff that you experienced and you know. Don't do that. You touch that fire, your ass gonna get burnt. A
Well,
hard
I,
head makes I'm just saying,
well, I
the old school
personally,
remedies that it did back then when we learned how to, right from wrong. It's basically learning right from wrong all over again. Developing and restructuring the mindset from all of this negativity. That's it. Stop them from watching it at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Shut it down.
I was watching a
Find out
vid.
who's your favorite rap artist, just to see what they say. And then you go and listen to that as a parent, go listen to that music. And then you say, well, no, I don't want my son listening to this. I don't want my daughter listening to this.
I don't think kids, because I was watching this video and they're talking about up till the age of 9. It's very important to be mindful of what your children. I have to find those videos. I think they got scrubbed off of YouTube.
It
And
might have.
it was a psychiatrist, and he was a psychologist, and he was saying how it's very important to be mindful of what your children watch and listen to before the age of 9, because that's what's going to develop who they become. Because after that, he said, they're pretty much set on who they're going to grow to be. And I thought that was interesting. So do you think parents should just not let their kids listen to music? Or
Absolutely. That type of music. They need
I
to
would
find out
personally.
who's the kid's favorite artist. They'll
Well,
tell you Justin Bieber. Okay. That's kind of like a happy music, but he want to be in the street world. I'm just saying. But you can judge or kind of get a roundabout idea of what the music is and listen to it for yourself as a parent, and then you can make that determination whether you let your kid listen to it. You see what I'm saying?
I say let them listen to instrumentals and be safe
Yeah,
because it's
that's
so many.
cool, but
Because
it's about the. That's why I
but
say change the lyrical content of the new talent that's coming through. Is
or
your
just
talent
listen
boo
to
boo or is it
Christian.
the shit? Now your talent is gonna start being boo boo if you come in with that bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Think
Yeah,
about it. Change the content of the lyric, and the kids that's gravitating to these new artists, they're gonna hear a different thing, and then they're gonna start idolizing something different. And then parents have to be instrumental in what they let their kids listen to because it's getting out of hand. It's outrageous. It's overboard right now at this particular point in time. And the
I
generation is getting younger, but they dying faster. You know
definitely
what I'm
dying
saying?
faster. That's why when
Yeah.
somebody calls somebody in our generation old, in my mind, I be saying, thank
Yeah.
you,
Well,
Jesus,
but
I
see, this is
made
the
it.
whole shit. We in a whole nother generation, but it's a new generation coming behind this one.
Yeah.
And so we need to start right now. That's why I say each individual who find out their purpose need to start moving in their purpose and helping to change the dynamic of the way people think all around the board. It's not gonna just be one or two people. It ain't gonna be we. It's gonna be all of us collectively. I said this
And
earlier.
and
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
I met an adult male who could not read. And I'm bringing this up because I say education is a key factor, because sometimes if you know better, a lot of times you know better, you do better. Don't limit yourself. Fuck the cool kids. Take your ass to class, because you got to go anyway. So
Exactly.
don't waste your time and don't limit yourself. And that's, I tell my nieces and nephews, don't ever limit yourself. And fuck the cool kids. Oh, excuse my language. Maybe I shouldn't have
No, it's
said
cool. I
that.
mean, it's
For,
cool. It is what it
forget
is.
the
And that's all it's
forget
gonna ever
the
be.
forget the
You know what I'm
cool
saying?
kids. Forget the
Parental
cool kids.
advisory advised, then I can say that.
Forget the cool
Allegedly or
kids.
whatever they want to say. But yeah, we ain't doing nothing wrong. People cuss all the time.
Yeah,
It's just
stay
maybe to get your point across, and that's really what it is. That's all it is.
and stay in school.
Nothing there.
Let's start there. And all
Yeah.
these, what you see people doing on television, if you think that's cool, like remember they started putting on TV, black people were attacking Asian people.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
didn't
to
know no.
trigger it in people's minds. The
That's to
young
put
folk
it in
that's already out
treatment.
here doing stuff.
Yeah, and so
You
my
know what I'm
brother,
saying?
my brother seen somebody attacking, and my brother bangs, and he seen somebody attacking an old man, an old Asian man. So he pulled over and made the dude stop. He said he part of him want the mask because we were raised to respect our elders, and so
Yeah, but see, I'm saying it's something as simple as the young boy who sorry about the cutting you off, I apologize, but the young boy who mama killed the fireman or something for choking her son. You see that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Now what was that all about? That's what I'm saying. Senseless deaths. Just she killed that man for nothing, but I mean he could have stopped, but I guess he wasn't gonna stop and he probably could have killed that young boy. But she didn't even go to jail for that.
Because she was protecting her kid.
But come on now. He
I
jumped in. That's what I'm saying. Like your brother jumped in on
well
that old man getting. He
no
could have easily got took down.
well my point
Trying to help, trying to be a good Samaritan. Sometimes you might not want to be that good Samaritan. You know what I mean? I'm just
because you
saying,
don't
thank
know if
God
you're
nothing
gonna walk
happened
away.
to him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because you don't know if you're gonna walk away from it. Well, no, he asked the guy. He said, why are you doing this?" He was talking to him, and
Mm-hmm.
it was basically. And he said, "Oh, they gave me some bad." He tried to make up something like you gave me some bad food, but what all that shit is I don't understand. This is why I can't comprehend a lot of stuff. I don't understand. Like I can't watch something and be influenced to go out and do no dumb shit.
It's people out here that are though. That's
I
the difference.
see.
You won't, but they will. That's the difference.
It
So
is.
that's who
It's a
got to be
man.
taught
Yeah.
different. That's who got to have that mental mindset redeveloped.
And
They the ones who got to start, being more accountable for the actions that they're taking in their life.
yeah.
Simple. It's the simplest analogy that you can ever get, and that's just really for them to start loving themselves and loving people around them, respecting themselves and respecting people around them. And that's gonna see a change right there. Start thinking more about unity. You know what I'm saying? You put it in the air, and then people start, pulling it out the air. I wanna deal with unity. Then let me see what it's like to, start being more unified with brothers instead of, hating on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how far I can get just being, respectful and bringing some unity to the table. You see
Well,
what I'm
how?
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
Because of course,
definitely.
I'm blue, a brother leaving unity everywhere, respect as given. And so that's really what it's got to be at all times for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? You know how to, you know what I'm saying, engage with people where it's not hostile. You know what I'm saying? That's all what respect is. You know that, they put on pants the same way you put on pants. You know what I'm saying? They wear a hat just like you can wear a hat. It's the same. They bleed just like you bleed, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's the reality of it all. You know. Yeah. It is what it is, and that's all that is ever going to be. I just hope everybody get an opportunity to learn something from this. You are tuned in to the Shiznit Talent TV, and I'm glad you popped in, stopped in, dropped by to say hello. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist, I need you to go on and subscribe because you can see we over here, we on a positive mission right now, and that's the only way to be coming into 2023. Because this 2022 has sure been something for us to really see. You know what I'm saying? I know God is moving. You know what I'm saying? His return is very, very near. He's here. You know what I mean? You can see it because there's so many trials and tribulations going on. And if you understand what that's all about. You know what I'm saying? You can see a lot of brothers, getting that mercy, getting that grace. You know what I'm saying? Because they changing their lives and doing something greater and different. You know what I mean? And not living in that same capacity. And so I'm a living witness. I'm proof of it. You know what I mean? So I just want to, let that be clear and let that be known. Everybody out there, hey, if you're going through something, turn to God.
Amen.
He's living, you know what I mean? He will come into your life. You gotta want him, you gotta seek him, you know what I mean? And things will start changing and going a different way for you. He'll start ordering your steps, the positive ones. You start making better decisions in your life. You start, you know what I'm saying, doing things that don't, amount to hurt, harm, and pain on people. It'll be more love, respect, and unity. You know what I'm saying? Peace. You know. I know if you got kids out there, you want your kids to live in harmony and peace, right? You don't want them to have to look at a future. They say the children are our future. I was saying this earlier. The children are our future. What do the children have to look forward to in the future, looking at all this stuff that they see right now? That's the question. Hello?
Oh no, I'm listening to
Well, I'm
you.
saying, are you there? Did you hear me?
Oh
What
my,
is that?
yes.
Yeah, talk to me. Let the
What?
people know what you think the future
What?
looks like for the kids and the youth that's coming up right now. What it's gonna be like if they supposed to be our future.
Well, they need to figure it out because I think it starts in the home, and what they see in the home is, what they're emulating. But I do know some great parents who kids are the opposite of what they are. So it's really individual, I guess, an individual thing because, like I said, I've seen some great parents with some really horrible children.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so I can't say I can blame all the parents, but when you have a parents out here that like the guy that got killed at Roscoe, his dad's helping him, assisting him, and
Mm-hmm.
basically spending the rest of his life in jail. Then
Both of them, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I
so
guess he didn't
so
know his. He probably was supposed to go in there and order some food.
no,
You
they
know.
said they were already there when he pulled up. And somebody
Oh
came and
well.
told
What I'm
told
saying, but how did they know he was coming, or how did they know he was
they
there?
didn't know he was coming. They didn't know. That was just they said that he was already there. Somebody came over and told them who he was. They left and then they came back. At least that's what the police are saying. They left and then
Mm,
they came back and the dad was the getaway driver and then the son went to do the shooting or the robbing. But it sounded personal to me because if you already have the jury and everything you want, why shoot him in the back again?
make sure he's there so he won't come back for you. Or, I mean, simply the dude could have probably challenged him. Probably try to grab him and grab the gun or something, and he had to let off a round or two to, get him up off of him and
In
shit.
his back, you're laying on the ground and you get shot in the
Yeah.
back.
Well, no, I don't know if it was shit. I didn't hear where he got shot at. I'm just saying, I don't know. In order, I mean, if that means you snatched the chain from the back, nah, you facing the person
No,
when you.
they. You got to read the report.
Oh well, see, see, that's why I don't dive into all of that because it's unnecessary to. It's just too much of it, and so it's gonna get all scrambled up. He say, she say, this way and that way, and it never gets the right information or it never gets told the right way, and so that's why I don't even ponder on that. I don't, rest in peace to him and condolence to his family as well. But
Well,
nah,
back
I
to
don't
the
care about that
subject.
stuff.
For the people that have, we're saying it starts in the home, but for the people
You breaking up.
the people who have parents like that, it's like, what do we do?
And no, that's why I said starting the home is if the parents ain't smart enough to train their kids and get out the lifestyle they self, then of course then that's headed for self what destruction. They gonna go down that path. You know what I'm saying? But it's they might hear this live right here and the hell with their parents and change their mindset and restart, reprogramming themselves automatically because they want a more peaceful life. They don't want to live, in this kind of agony and defeat. You know what I'm saying? They want to live prosperful. You know, they want to be living in abundance instead of all this negative stuff. So yeah, it starts with the parents, but the parents got to, if they in this life they got to begin to start changing their life and get up out of it, especially if they got kids who following behind their footsteps. You know, us coming up, that's usually what happens. That's why the gang banging and all that stuff keep going on because kids, emulate or follow after their parents' footsteps to keep their legacy alive in the gang. You know what I'm saying? And then if they real, treacherous or tumultuous individuals who daily and they children usually follow their footsteps and become that way as well you know and then a lot of them is got single parent homes, like only the mother in there, and if they do only if they live with their father, they're probably not getting along as well. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much going on in the household to where it's like you say self individual who has to take on this and want to change for themselves. But long as the information is out there and they have at least a guideline or some kind of way to start thinking in this capacity, then here, that's what this is for. That's what I was saying earlier. We here, as the Shiznit Talent TV to help mold and guide, the new talent into thinking a different way, staying more independent and changing the content of their lyric. You know what I'm saying? To be more, worldly or positive to the point where, it'll go farther. It'll last longer. You will last longer as the artist. You will stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Uh-huh. And won't get bucked down in the streets, just trying to, I guess go hang around and show that you down and you love your constituents and your fan base, You want to come out and touch people, sign autographs or do, but if you wasn't doing none of that and you just hanging and standing around and being a part of something for nothing, then we get something out of it. And that's usually the tragedy, the hard part, the part where the world got to wake up in sadness and be hearing about this all throughout the day, all night, all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Until tomorrow, and then a few more weeks down the line, to start tapering off. But for right now, it's the hottest thing on the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? Besides everything else that's going on, because it's senseless. It's nobody expected this, but they do say probably some more artists is gonna go get caught up and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Do some other senseless acts, possibly slipping or being invited to come out somewhere and hang and then boom, you don't make it back home. So they got to be more wiser themselves. Really check out the booking people, the people who's booking the different things because if you just jumping off thinking you're gonna go get, 5, 10,000, 20,000, even 100,000 for a show or a live, walkthrough performance or something, usually 9 times out of 10 it might not be like that. If the business ain't right or the people you dealing with ain't on the up and up. So you just gotta be careful. So it's really about everybody really reprogramming their minds and rethinking their situations and the moves that they're making out here and stay a little more aware of what's going on around them, their surroundings, the people they dealing with. And you should get a much better turnout and really start, being exemplary on putting out love, pushing the line of respect, pushing the line of peace, pushing the line of respect and unity. You know what I'm saying? Love, pushing all those lines and keeping them on the forefront of your everyday activity and shit. Or maybe things will start changing around you. Start separating yourself from people that's wilding out there, who ain't doing the right things and who living vicariously through other people and living like they want to be, I guess to say gangsters and rock stars, you know what I mean? Living off the edge, that's cool, but that ain't cool. So that ain't cool part is the real part that, God wants y'all to know about. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta just be more, you know what I'm saying, positive in your walk. Because everybody's stepping out to the stage of life, and so that's usually what it is. You playing your own role, and your role in life is to make sure you make the right steps, right decisions. Strategically, move about and stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Watch your surroundings, stuff of that nature. And if you're not doing that and you're just living, you figure you got it good, everybody love and respect you because you a certain type of artist or you on such a status that, ain't nobody gonna mess with you or do nothing to you. That just shows you right there that you wrong. Get that out your mind. Restart reprogramming and rethinking this thing. And then see where it go from there. But yeah, I just hated that, we have to live through this, go through this, and I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's all it's gonna ever be. We just gotta learn from it and really take heed to what's really going on. The real timeness of it is real time. This stuff is happening where we can see it. Now, this guy will never be around. He won't be on no more award shows. He won't. You know what I'm saying? He won't be standing next to none of his friends no more. You know what I'm saying? None of that.
Just, I mean, and just to live his life to the fullest.
Yeah, he won't be able to finish out the rest of his greatness. He was just on the
Yes.
show where I heard, an interview of him. He was saying, "Give me my flowers while I'm alive. Don't give them to me while I'm gone." And now, bam! Right after that interview, he gone. Wow. They kind of gave him his flowers, like respected him, like he went off on this new song or whatever's going on with it. That he said, yeah, it's about giving it your all. Enough is enough. Something like that. Like wow. So I don't know if he was already expecting it or just that's just the way things bounce. It ain't so much to say that it's a coincidence, but yeah, that interview, hearing that was like, whoa. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said earlier, God called him home because he was right. He was one that was, humble hearted. He wasn't the one that was out here doing and committing all the wrong and doing the things that would defile himself from getting into heaven. Besides the regular, smoking the weed, but that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. It's about having that personal connection with him and loving him and he knowing it in your heart, in your mind, your soul, in your spirit. And once he know that and you know that and you have that personal connection, it's basically in his hands and he make the decision. Mhm. Not to say that, he purposely did it, but I'm just saying to keep it on a positive note. Yeah, God called him on home so he can be with him, put him up under his wing, you know what I mean? And get him from around that because he was gonna have to live a whole lot more of that. Being around all that, you know what I'm saying? He said he was tired. I guess he didn't want to be around all that no more, and God knew it. So that's usually how it worked. Like I say, a lot of different people got different ways and different purposes in life, and that's what really people got to really find out what their purpose in life is all about. You know what I mean? And once they find that, then they can move in that purpose, and it should be a positive purpose. These non-purpose driven lives don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Cause they just out here. They just live it day by day. Living in the fast lane. Living for instant gratification. You know what I mean? And it's really shedding a bad light, uh, a cloud over the hip hop culture and community. You know what I mean? And so that's why we got to continue to pound the pavement, put out the positive information, and hopefully, you know, each one could reach one to teach one something, positive about life, and that life is a terrible thing to waste. You know what I mean? Life is very valuable, and you don't know that until one is gone that you love. You know what I'm saying? When you hurt, you crying, and you know what I'm saying, weeping and whatnot. I do want to say this: weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So, for the family again, rest in peace. Takeoff. My condolence to the family, to the Migos, and to all his fans and people who truly loved him and respected him and adored him. It's a great loss, but of course, you can learn from this and learn to move wisely, learn to move with strategicness. Don't just be out here lollygagging and wandering around and just being the nomad in the sense that just out here to see what everybody else is doing and see how you can fit in. Nah, change your surroundings, change who you hanging around, get with the positive thinkers, the entrepreneurs, the people who's creating businesses and learning something new in life. You know what I mean? And
And
that will
be a
begin to,
leader.
yeah, and be a leader, not a follower, and that will begin to start reprogramming you and rechanging your mindset. Just those simple little things. And that was a whole bunch of nuggets. But yeah, if you can rewind this and grab anything out of that, that's what you want to do. Or share this with somebody that could use this information? The young folk, you know what I'm saying? We concentrating on the young, you know what I'm saying? The new generation, the future, you know. If the future gonna, you know, have to deal with this type of thing in the future, oh, it's gonna be way more massively crazy, meaning massive amount of deaths and a lot of bloodshed because it's like a never ending thing. And so we gotta nip it in the bud the best we could by simply just, you know, getting on top of it, putting out the positive information and letting it, you know, reign free to touch anybody who could use it, you know, and God will use us as vessels to, you know, push the message. And that's just what it is. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm standing on my square. I'm standing firm on my square about this because we were just talking about this on the last show. You know, how we trying to remold and reshape the hip hop industry, you know, and the culture, reclaiming it, you know, putting that positive spin back on it, you know what I'm saying? And making it what it's all about to really, you know, give an insight to the cultures that we live in and how everything is and not so much the, you know what I'm saying, the part where, you know, it's too real. It's you know, reality TV at its finest, you know, reality social media, whatever you want to call it, because like, you know, somebody got on there and said, hey man, y'all gotta stop pulling out your phones and, you know, recording these people and all this and showing them, you know, laid out leaking like that. Yeah, that's not good, man. All for a view, a like, a subscribe, you know, that's not cool, man. I don't think that's appropriate. And so uh that person is right. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. And that's what we got a lot of. That's why I know it was more cameras and a different view, a better view, a more, you know what I'm saying? We probably won't ever see it, but it could have been any store, anything around there. That building now that had cameras on the front of it. All in that hall was cameras. So the police is doing their investigation. They're gonna find out something, and we're gonna see if, you know, somebody get apprehended or, you know, get caught for it. But otherwise, it'll probably go unsolved, like most of those kind of crimes do. Although it was a lot of people recording and filming and doing all this, but I don't know how true it is. This is what the internet say. You know, there's over 40, 50 people there, and nobody gave a statement. So they don't have no witnesses. They don't have nothing. And so that's gonna make it a little bit harder for him. Even I guess his own board didn't even give no statement. So what then? What you do now? You know, they got a hard investigation ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna follow and study the social media site. You know, they're gonna watch all the pages of these people. You know what I mean? And they're gonna see who slip up. You know, and they'll wait. They'll wait months, years, days. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no overnight thing. They know, you know, people who they might have, you know, in mind or suspects ain't gonna just be talking and, you know, splurging and giving up information and try to be as quiet as they could. But always somebody who was there, who seen something, gonna say something, and then once it get out, then it's on, it's gone, it's all over the place, and then they'll start checking on all of that. So it's just sad, and I hate that we had to wake up to this type of tragedy this morning, and you know, early this morning. You know, it's hurtful. You know, to see that family have to go through that now. You know, but it's so much of it happening out there. It's becoming people becoming numb to it. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that's what I'm saying. It's becoming the norm. You know, just be expecting for somebody in the music industry to, you know, to die. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know who. You know what I mean? So you just gotta be more mindful of what's going on in the media and just look at it and see it for what it is. See the reality in it. They give it to you right in your face. And it's so hidden that if a lot of people ain't paying attention, it'll go right past them. You know what I mean? So uh, so do you think somebody sold that foot? Oh shit, she gone. Anyway, it's about that time, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get ready to shut this thing all the way, dig it down. You know what I mean? I had to come on and keep my consistency going. I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, an artist will pop through and maybe, perform or something. But if not, we're going to keep pounding the pavement until they do. You build it, they'll come. And all I ask you to do is come, hang out with your boy. It's all good. It's all love. It's all respect. It's all peace. Uh, it is what it is. It's all it's going to ever, 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 ever be. I need y'all to stick with me though. You know what I'm saying? This is it Boo Boo or is it the Shiznit Talent TV? You got that good talent, bring it on. Who's next? Who's next to be the next big superstar? I say that in the description. So it is what it is. I want somebody else to, what I'm saying, be able to, bask in the glory of being a major artist or something like that. She's gonna get but if not, I mean, hey. It is what it is. That's all it's gonna ever, 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 ever be. God is good. He's always good all the time. Um, Again, if you need a scripture to read, this is just one for prosperity and keeping your mind on the right track to get what it is you need in life. God is special with this one. 2 Corinthians 9:8. I need everybody to go read that. And if you read it and it means something to you and it gives you value, I need you to hit the comments below and then also subscribe, like, and share this thing with somebody who can use the information. Whole bunch of golden nuggets up in this thing. So, you know, it's just about you coming and listening and tuning in and finding out exactly what it is you can get from it, but the main thing is to learn something from this man's tragic demise. I sure hate it. I sure hate it because I never expected to wake up to something like this. And, I'm still, trying to break the ground on this and get it going, from scratch, from nothing, just pound the pavement and then this, it is what it is. I thank everybody for stopping in, popping in, dropping by, saying hello, but it's must, and it's that time. I gotta go. I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow, same time, 7:05. We're going live. You know what I'm saying? It might be 7:06. We'll definitely be in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is, I'm your host, Blue Rag, a brother leaving unity everywhere, respect as given, goddess, gods, geniuses. It's all about greatness. Greatness on display. Keep it right here. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace. And I love y'all. Well, I got a couple more minutes. I'm going to go and hang out. No, I'm going to go. It just get good to me. I really don't want to leave y'all, but I got to go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, I love that man right there too, that comedian. So if it's any comedians out there and y'all want to, spruce up the fun and not this ain't fun, but spruce up the show and come bring some comedy and laughter so we can come out of this sadness and just respect and you know, give our condolences to the family and to, to the Migos and to all his fans and everybody out there that, we do honor and respect a legend such as himself, and that may he rest in peace and heaven gate open up for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't deserve that, and nobody does. But we just got to be mindful of our surroundings around us and everything like that. And again, hey, peace, love, and respect to everybody out there. That's what we need more of. I had to lock this in. If you made it this far, please go right ahead and do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Uh, Definitely leave a comment if that scripture, 2 Corinthians 9:8, bring any value to your life. Use it. Use that scripture. Read it every day. Begin to start changing your life in a way that's going to be conducive to prosperity, to love, to peace, to abundance. And you will see a difference. Trust and believe that. Change. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Should probably be back. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey,
Yeah, I
we go.
changed locations, so it cut off.
Oh, okay. It's all good. No, I was almost getting ready to get up out of here. I'm glad I stayed a little bit. Got about 6 more minutes to make it to that 1:30 mark. And this is consistency, y'all, at its finest. And I pray to the Most High God that, you know what I'm saying, the talent start rolling in for y'all. So when you come through, you'll see nothing but great talent and people, making the strive in life to do something, God gave them, and that's to express their talents. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it is what it is. That's all it's gonna ever, 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 ever be. And I just need everybody to learn something from this tragedy. You know what I'm saying? And take heed. And if you got a young family member who's trying to get into the music business, you know what I'm saying, or trying to become a rapper and take this on as a career, it's very lucrative, but it's very deadly at the same time. And so you might want to redirect their mindset and change that by simply, steering them in a different direction or giving them some ideas of some things they can do independently for start a business and become entrepreneurs and be successful that way. Clothes designers, so many things that they can do independently and become entrepreneurs, become a real estate mogul, you know what I'm saying? Stuff you don't really need, a lot to really get going with it. Just learn and just get the information, the knowledge and schooling of it, and you can probably go a long way, you know. Just a lot of economical jobs that they can start and become, very successful with instead of, living in the streets to, find a hustle that, is only conducive to, death or jail, you know what I'm saying? Or both or however it go. Sad, but it is what it is. It's all it's gonna ever, 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 ever be unless we change it, unless we learn from it. And so I challenge everybody out there to learn from this, you know, and grow and do something different in life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying stop becoming the artist or whatnot, because you can just change your lyrical content and then you won't put yourself in harm's way. You know, even like my lyrical content now is not so raw and rugged like we came out with, but that's just what it is. That's just because I've, grown over the years. And so I'm gonna be sharing some of that here real soon. You know what I'm saying? We're working on some stuff. As a matter of fact, I probably don't even have time to do it, but I didn't even think about it. But I'm usually digging in my crates and showing some records and looking at some songs and things that I'm gonna be listening to when I get back in that studio, which is coming up real soon. I might even go live from it, and I might not. Keep it under wraps so the anticipation grows a little bit stronger. But yeah, look at some of these records in the crate and go back to the old school way of doing music by sampling and taking structure from different songs that was hits and you know building foundations from that right there. And yeah, I don't have time to do it. We got like a couple more minutes, so yeah, I usually do like 3 albums from the crate and go over the song titles and the lyrics. I mean, not the lyrics, excuse me, but the title of the album and the song titles and each song and see if anything resonate with me. So when I do, I kind of give it a little circle or a line or something, so I know which ones I want off this particular record. And so when I go in the studio, I'm gonna have my little stack, and then go from there and just get them played and listen to different ones and find that bomb hit and create from there. You know what I'm saying? But again, I always got to say this. I understand that if you're trying to do it, hey, these records that I show you, when I do show you on the other three shows, if you decide to use them, make sure get the clearance for those records. Producers I deal with, is clever with it. They know how to They're musicians. They know how to play stuff in different keys and different rhythms and different melodies to change it up, but still have that same kind of feel. So if you ain't got a producer that's like that, and you just want a straight sample of it, yeah, just be ready to pay some sample clearances. Always got to put that out there because you know that game right there is a cold game. You know what I mean? Especially trying to sample it and then come right back and play it on something like this. They're gonna flag you right quick. You know, most of that stuff is already in the system. You know, so yeah, we just got to do the right thing. But no, uh, it's been a great show. I appreciate you, Miss Sheena, for popping in, stopping by, dropping by, say, hello or whatnot. But it's time to go. I want to say peace, love, and respect to everybody out there in the YouTube streets and in the whole wide world of talent. This is the Shiznit Talent TV. Is your talent boo boo or is it the Shiznit? Come through.
Is
Let
it
me
the
know.
shiznit?
Is it the shit? Let me see. Let me see what it is. Let us do some constructive criticism on it. And let us do some real time edification and real time artist development with you and help you mold yourself into the next big superstar. Peace, love, and respect again. And we out. I love y'all. Take care.
Respect.
Respect.
Peace.
Peace.